Hello everyone. Welcome to Crafternoon. My name is Miss Linnae. I'm from the North Valleys Library, and today we are going to be making little flower fairies. We got this idea from ourworldclassroom.blogspot.com, and it's really cute, isn't it? So let's get together our supplies in order to make a little flower fairy. First of all, you're going to need pipe cleaner, some embroidery floss for the hair, a wooden bead for the head, anywhere from 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, depending on the size of fairy you want. You'll need an artificial flower and some of the plant parts in order to dress your fairy. You'll need scissors and a pair of wire cutters, some glue like a glue stick or tacky glue or something. You'll also need a hot glue gun. That's for some of the decorations, otherwise they won't stay put. And any other decorations that you want. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with the body. So grab your pipe cleaner and you're going to want to cut off about 1/3 of it. Since it's 12 inches long, we're going to cut off 4 inches. Grab your wire cutters and cut off that 4 inches. This will be the arms of your fairy, and this part will be the body. Take the long part, fold it in half, and bend that end. Very good. Put that down. Next, you're going to need the hair of your fairy. If you want short hair, you're going to want it to be about 1.5 inches to 2 inches long, each strand that we're going to cut. If you want medium hair, 3 to 4 inches long. And if you want long hair, 6 to 7 inches long. So I want 6 inches. Since that's 6 inches, I'm just going to, at the 6-inch mark, I'm just going to keep folding back and forth until I get about 12 strands. Well, very good. Get your scissors, cut off the excess, put it in here. All right, we'll need to cut off the ends. 1. Right. So get them all together so that they're nice and straight. And we're going to put these inside of the body. All the way up to that corner where we crimped it. And make sure the hair is about the same length on each side. And once you have that, grab the bead you want to use for the head. I think I'll use this one. That's a good size. And I'm going to put the feet of the fairy through the hole in the head. And I'm going to carefully bring it up towards the hair. Not bad. Let's add the arm next, the short piece. Put it underneath the head at the neck, a little bit to the side, and then wrap it around the neck, like you're putting a shawl on her, but just good and tight. So now she's got hair, head, and arms. Next, we need some clothing for our fairy. If you were doing a boy, you could make a pair of shorts out of some leaves or different parts of the flower. However, since I'm going to make this to a girl, I'm going to choose a flower. Basically, you find a flower that you like, that you think will look like a good skirt when it's facing downward. So I'm going to choose this beautiful red rose, and I'm going to take the flower part off. Right, now I've got to take it apart so that I can put it on the fairy. So I'm going to take this part off. What do you think? Should I put that on the dress, on her? We could put her legs through that hole. There we go. Then we'll take the next piece off and put that through her feet. The ends of this pipe cleaner are a little bit sharp, then they get caught on things. All right, there it goes. Now the next piece, put it up, put her legs through that little tiny, do you see the little hole there? Put it through the little teeny hole and move it up until it's where you want it to be. That's cute. Starting to look nice. Any more? All right, I'll put another layer on. right, what do you guys think? Yeah, needs to be a little lower. Looks like a cute little skirt. All right, put that to the side. Now it's time to fix her hair. I mean, I don't want it sticking up looking like a troll. You play with it a little bit and see what you want to do with it. Whether you want to have it sticking straight down like that, or you could have it, stick it back and tie it back so it's got a little ponytail. Trying to do a high pony won't work very well because most of her will show. You're going to want to bring it down around the bead. So how do we get it to stay put? Well, we use a little bit of glue. I'm going to use a glue stick. I've used Elmer's glue, that liquid stuff, before. I've used tacky glue. It all works. Just watch out for colors. This one, even though it's purple, it will disappear, so I'm not worried about using it. So since this is the front of her, I'm going to put the glue on the back of her head where it's going to stick. If I was doing a boy with short hair, I would only put glue on the top half of the bead, but since it's long hair, I'm going to do it all the way down, and don't forget the sides. All right, so let's bring it back down. Let's spread her hair out a bit so that each of them will get a little bit of glue to hold it down. So I'm going to take the sides, and I'm going to take this side over here and stick it down, and then I'm going to take the back and I'm going to stick it down. I don't want any bald spots. What do you think? Yeah, looking pretty nice. All right, so the next thing to do is to maybe decorate her a little bit by either adding wings or a crown or a hat or even a fairy wand. Let me think. I think we should put a flower on her head. I have a red flower here. Let's hold it on there. What do you think? That's pretty. I'm going to take this one apart by pulling it off. And there's this little yellow center. I'm going to pull it off. It's amazing how these flowers just come apart. So just wiggle it a bit until it comes out and take that piece off. And so there we've got this. Do we still like it on her head like that? Oh, that's cute. All right, this is the time to use the hot glue gun. Get a parent's help if you need to, because I burn myself on these things all the time. Just a little bit of hot glue on the part that's going to attach to her hair. Hot! Told you. All right, put it on the back of her head. Oh, that's cute. She looks like she's ready for a party. You see this little yellow part here? I want to add it too. I'm going to have to cut off this little bit of this green thing here, and I'm going to attach it to the back of the flower so it looks like a flower from behind. What do you think? Ooh, it's also the same color as her hair. That's perfect. All right, again, the hot glue gun. Regular glue might work for a little bit, but it just comes apart, and the hot glue just seems to last longer. All right, on the back of her flower hat. What do you guys think? She's looking really cute. All right, so she's got a hat. I don't know. Do you think we should add some wings or not? Well, let me see. We could, I've got some little leaves over here. I'm going to lift up her hair for a second. All right. I don't know. I think it's too busy. That's too big. Anything smaller? I've just got all these leaves left over from other fairies I've done. Nah, it messes with her hat too much. You know what? It's okay to have a fairy without wings, but if you were going to put wings on her, once you had it the way you wanted, you could use a little hot glue and stick it to her back so that it sticks out. But I think I like her better without wings. So let's fix one last thing before she's a flower fairy. Her hands and her feet are really pokey because there's a wire in this pipe cleaner. So you could use your fingers and bend it in, but I find it's easier to use the edges of these wire cutters, and I just grab the end and I twist it in. So look, she's got a fist now, and I twist it in. She's got another hand, and then at the bottom for her feet, I twist in the bottom a little bit, and then I curl it up so that she's got a foot. And I'll do the same thing with the other one a little bit, and then I will twist it up so she has a foot. So now she's got 2 arms, 2 feet. I could have her holding something. Isn't that lovely? The way it's got a wire in there so she can do all kinds of things. And I could have her stand on one foot and the other one sticking behind her. Or I could spread her legs a little bit so that she's, standing. I don't know, whatever you want to do. So I think she needs to hold something in her hands. Let's see, we still have this leftover flour here. Let's take it apart a little bit more because that's a little too much flour for her. She needs a small one. So let's take that bit off. Let's take that bit off. Ha ha ha. Isn't that cute? I think she should be holding this. So I'm going to take one of her hands and I'm going to undo it a little bit. And I'm going to stick that in there. And I'm going to twist her hand around it so she's holding it. There we go. She looks like she's holding a little torch, but it's red just like her outfit. Isn't she darling? I wonder what kind of flower fairy you're going to make. Thank you so much for joining us this Crafternoon today. If you liked this craft, visit our Washoe County Library website or our Facebook page to see other fun craft and STEAM projects. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.